guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first Sephora haul of the year. Sephora haul, Sephora haul, Sephora haul. You guys already know Sephora hauls are my favorite videos to film, and it's been a really long time since I've done a Sephora haul. I think it's been like 3 months, which is a really long time for me, and I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of gift cards for Christmas and I bought a lot, so let's get started. A lot of this stuff I'm actually wearing on my face today, so when I was getting ready, I made an effort to use a lot of these products so I could give you guys a little bit of background on it, but also a lot of them I've never tried before, so I'll let you know as we go through the products. First thing in here is the Marc Jacobs Air Blush Soft Glow Duo in the color Kink and Kisses. I am super impressed with these blushes. I have the Flesh and Fantasy, like the more nude one, and I use it like every single day. These remind me, oops, I'm opening on the wrong side of the box. These remind me a lot of the Hourglass blushes. They're just very luxurious and they are beautifully colored, and they have like a more kind of incandescent, like glowy color, and then like the more like matte pigmented color, and you mix them together. I'm wearing this on my cheeks today just ever so slightly. It is more like a pinky, almost corally, and it kind of clashed with what I was wearing. So I didn't want to go overboard on it, but I am wearing just a little bit of it today, lightly dusted on my cheeks, and I love it. I love these blushes. I think they are a standout product for me. They were featured in my top 16 of 2016 because they're the best. They're a little bit pricey, but I think it's worth it. While we're talking about Marc Jacobs, I have 2 additional Marc Jacobs products. So the first one is the mascara. This is in the Noir. I don't know, Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. I was browsing through Sephora and one of the girls was like, have you ever tried their mascara? And I was like, no. She was like, you gotta try it. So here's what it looks like. I really like the tube. It has like what is this, 6 sides? I don't know. It has like a weird geometrical shape on it, but it's just really cool. The packaging is really unique, and the wand is like hourglass shaped, which reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but a little bit smaller, which I really like the idea of because Better Than Sex is, I love it. It's like one of my holy grail favorite mascaras, but sometimes the wand is just a little bit too big and it gets a little bit messy, so hopefully this will be like the best of both worlds, you know? And then I also got one of their new matte liquid lip creams, which I am wearing on my lips today. I got the color Slow Burn. And a lot of these look very similar online. I actually had to look up some swatches on Instagram in order to figure out which one I wanted to buy because they look so similar when you look on the Sephora website. So yeah, I really like the color of this. It's kind of just like an everyday, like my lips but better. And so far, I really, really like the formula. It doesn't dry to like a dry finish. It almost has like a, I don't want to call it moussey and I don't want to call it tacky. It's like a perfect comfortable finish, if that makes sense. It's like a true comfort matte, and I really like it so far. I don't feel like it's bleeding outside of my lip lines. It didn't get on my teeth. The smell is just like a lipstick smell, but so far so good. I'm wearing it with their Primrose liner and I really like it. If all goes well, I'll probably buy some more of these because I really like them, but I do want to go into the store and swatch them because, yeah, I don't want to buy like something that's too similar to this one. Next up, I have the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Blush Palette. I love the Hourglass blushes so much. They're like one of my favorite blushes of all time. Just love them so much. They're so glowy. They give you that lip from within look, and they're beautiful. So this is the same concept, but it has their strobing powder mixed in with it instead of their ambient lighting powder mixed in with it. So they're a little bit more shimmery than the other blushes that Hourglass makes, and I was a little bit hesitant to buy this at first because it has incandescent Electra in it right here, which is in their other blush palette. It's the middle color of their other blush palette, and I was like, I don't want to have too many duplicates because I already have a ton of duplicate blush colors from Hourglass. But then I saw it in the store and I saw these 2 colors right here and I swatched them and I was like, okay, I'll do the duplicate because the other 2, they're just so incredibly pretty. So the middle one is kind of like a peachy nude color, and then the end one is a plum color. I really, really like the plum color. I kind of want to put it on my cheeks today. I'm going to do it because I feel like it would match what I'm wearing right now. Oh, I just love it so much. I love these like plummy kind of mauvey blushes. I just really like the way they look on my skin. And I don't feel like the glitter is too much in these palettes. I know the strobing powder, some people really didn't like them. If you're a fan of Hourglass, you really like that kind of subtle glowiness. And the strobing powders have like flaky chunks of glitter in it. And so there is a little bit of that in these blushes, but I have a feeling I'm really gonna love this. Stila came out with these really awesome liquid glitter eyeshadows. They're called the Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. I originally just bought one of them, fell in love, and ended up buying 3 more of them. That's how good they are, you guys. So these are like the Urban Decay Liquid Moon Dust, but on steroids, and better and more glitter and more shimmery, and just they don't have as much fallout. And it's like, if I could perfect the Urban Decay Liquid Moon Dust, this is like what I would do. So the first color I bought is Smoky Storm, which I believe is described as like a golden taupe, if I remember correctly. This is the one I've used the most, and I wore it on Christmas Day, and my mom also wore it on Christmas Day. It's beautiful, you guys. It has just like, I don't know if you can tell, I'll have to show swatches up close for you guys, but it just has this beautiful kind of like taupey brown like undertone, and then like silver and gold sparkle on top of it, and it's so pretty. The other 2 I haven't worn yet. I haven't even swatched yet. Sorry, the other 3 I haven't worn or swatched yet, but the colors were like beautiful online. So the next one is in the color Diamond Dust, and this one is described as a silver, I think it was just like a silver. This one, the swatch doesn't wow me as much as Smoke Storm. This one looks like it has a clear base with silver shimmer in it. Still really super duper pretty, so I'm sure I'll get lots of use out of that. Then I got Rose Gold Retro, which is initially what like drew me into these when I was looking at swatches, because I love rose gold eyeshadows. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, this has like definitely a rose gold base. Oh wow, that's really pigmented. It looks like it has a rose gold base with like silver and gold sparkle. Really, really pretty. And then the 4th one I got is in Kitten Karma. So I have their like pressed powder shadow in the color Kitten, and I love it. I feel like it's a staple for any makeup junkie. So this of course reminded me a lot of that. So it has like a almost like a beigey golden base with, it looks like gold and silver sparkle. And I tried to pick the 4 that were the most different yet wearable. Excuse me, I'm still getting over my cold, so sorry about that. But these are all very different, very unique, very wearable, very pretty, and if they're anything like Smoky Storm, I know I'm gonna love all 4 of them. Next up is a product I am wearing today. I tried it out today for the first time. This is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer in the, like, this is like the smoothing one. So Urban Decay came out with a bunch of primers. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. And this is the one that was described most similarly to like Porefessional or the Makeup Forever Smoothing or the Smashbox Pore Filler. Like, it just was described the same way. So this one says, instantly blurs flaws as you perfect and smooth your skin, reduces fine lines, makes pores seem to vanish, for a gorgeous porcelain-like texture. So first impressions, I will say that I really like that it's in like a pump. I think that's really cool. I don't have any primers that are in a package with a pump. So that's kind of, it just seems like hypoallergenic to me and like nice and sanitary, so I like that. But as far as the like performance of the product, I will say I feel like it was a little bit thick and I had to kind of press it into my skin, and I didn't have any moisturizer on today because I did a face mask with my makeup on, so I wonder if it would like interact with any moisturizer and like make it kind of hard to blend. I don't know, but I did really like it. I feel like it filled in the pores on my forehead very well. I feel like my forehead looks really smooth. It's hard for you to tell like on camera, but I did like it. So far so good. We'll have to see. Next up, I have two eyeliners. Both of them are brown. I kind of rediscovered my love for brown eyeliners. Was it this year or last year? Maybe it was last year, but I just think that they're less harsh for somebody with fair skin and blonde hair. It's more wearable every day. So the first one is a repurchase. I think this is like the 5th one of these I've bought, you guys. I love it so much. So it's the Art & Cien Monster Eyeliner in the color Coffee. I kind of swore to myself I would not repurchase this because I have so many other eyeliners that I have to use up, but I just always go back to this one. It has a matte finish, it's creamy, it's blendable, you can smoke it out. Once it dries, it stays put all day, and it's like a staple for me in my makeup collection. And then the second one I bought is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the color Whiskey. I want to say I've had this before. I think I had it in like a dual-ended, like one side was black and one side was this before, but I don't have it anymore. So this is a matte brown as well. And although the color is similar to Coffee, it has a different like texture and formula. So I don't know, I figured I'd try it again. I used to be in love with these 24/7 eyeliner pencils. In high school, all I wore for like my sophomore, junior, and senior year was Zero, the black one. So figured I'd give it a try. I have a couple Anastasia Beverly Hills products. So the first one is a repurchase, the Brow Definer. I actually meant to buy this during their 20% off sale in November, and I bought the Brow Wiz instead. So this is another thing that's like a staple for me. I wore it today, I wear it pretty much every day, but it's just my favorite eyeliner. I'm sorry, brow pencil, not eyeliner. Just got done talking about eyeliner. And then I bought one of their lip glosses. I really, really like their lip glosses. I discovered their lip glosses in 2016 and fell in love with them. I think that it's the best formulated lip gloss that I've ever worn before. So this is in the color Kristen. I haven't tried it yet, but I swatched it in the store and really liked it. It reminds me a lot of Vintage, which is like my favorite Anastasia lip gloss, but minus the glitter. It's just kind of like a cream finish, and I kind of want to put it on. I'm going to put it on. I feel like it's kind of the same color as, I'm trying to talk and put it on at the same time, as the lip gloss or lipstick I had on underneath, but it's like a glossy finish, obviously. Oh, these smell so good. They have like a vanilla, almost like a butterscotchy scent to them. Love these lip glosses. Smashbox came out with a whole line of these like miniature eyeshadow palettes. I picked up 2 of them, the 2 that appealed to me most. So the first one is in the color Ablaze, and the second one is in the matte formula. So I'm actually wearing both of these on my eyes today. Mostly I'm wearing Ablaze. This is the one that initially I was like, yes, I need that in my life. So you can see they're small. They're about the size of my hand. They're a little bit bigger than my hand. They're the size of like, think of like if you have the Too Faced chocolate chip palettes, which I also have in here, or just like a smaller palette. It's not like a big old giant palette. So the size did surprise me at first. So warning you ahead of time, but these colors are beautiful. I'm wearing this like burgundy color in my crease today, along with one of the matte shadows. And then the darker brown I'm wearing on my outer V. I'm wearing the golden shadow all over my lid. And then I used this like matte kind of beige as a transition color and a highlighting color. And I was really impressed with them. They blend really easily. And I don't think I've ever used, no, that's a lie. I did have one of the miniature Smashbox palettes before, the ones that are like the size of a credit card. And I did really like it. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised that I liked these as well. But I feel like I get so caught up in like Too Faced and Tarte and stuff like that I sometimes forget about Smashbox. So they're really, really good. And then the matte one is a little bit more of like cool toned mattes, but I still really like it. So I used this like middle brown right here in the crease as well today. And I really like it. I really like this like almost like rosy pink that's next to it. For some reason those colors like draw me in. And just like look at how pigmented those are. I just feel like they're so creamy and they just really surprised me, you guys. So I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of use out of this, and we'll see. If you want a tutorial on this eye look or anything that I'm wearing today, let me know. Since I mentioned it just a minute ago, I'll talk to you guys about this. I did not buy this at Sephora. This is a TooFaced.com exclusive product. Sephora has a chocolate chip palette for Too Faced. I think it's the white chocolate chip, but it actually has really bad reviews, so I was like, I'll pass on that, and I picked this one up instead. So this is the matte chocolate chip, and everyone was really surprised at how small it is. Yeah, it's called a chocolate chip palette. It's like meant to be a pocket size, like travel size palette. I don't know, for some reason that really, I was like, what, really? So anyways, here's what it looks like. The pans are really, really tiny, but basically I think Too Faced took their most popular colors from the chocolate palette and the semi-sweet chocolate palette and turned them into matte shades and then put it in this little miniature to-go size palette. It smells like chocolate, I love it. So I haven't even tried this yet. I haven't even swatched it. Ooh, I really like this kind of like a burgundy brown. Oh yeah, really, really pigmented. I didn't expect anything less from Too Faced, so I'm excited to dig into this and try it. Next up is another luxury product. I have a lot of like high-end, like super luxury products in this haul. I'm kind of scared to add up how much I spent. So this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Compact Powder. So I tried the Luminous Silk Foundation, and I had a really hard time color matching to my skin, and I didn't necessarily like the way it made my face look. It was just a little bit too luminous for me. So I figured I'd try the powder version just to see what all the hype is about. I'm wearing it on my face today. I used it to set my foundation. I used the Hourglass stick foundation, and then I put this on top of it. The color range also is not very good for the powder, just like the liquid. This is the lightest one, and it's in the color 2, and then they skip from 2 to like 4. So they skip an entire, like, I don't know, like 10 shades, and they go from 2 to 4, and then from there they have like 4.5, 4.25, 4.75, 5, you know, and so I'm like, okay, you know, maybe you should broaden your selection a little bit, but this said for all fair skin tones, so I was like, all right, and the color it is okay. It's not super duper full coverage. It's more of like a light to medium coverage, which is probably why I can get away with it being slightly off in color, because you blend it out and all of that. But I will say it's super, super creamy. It has like a creamy consistency to it, and it almost like melts into your skin. And I will say I like the way it looks. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder right now, and it is on the glowy side, but it's not like super glowy, you know what I mean? Like, it's not meant to be like a, well, it is called luminous silk. So I don't know, I'll have to try it out a little bit and see, but it's, yeah, so far so good. I was looking at the bottom of it, I was like, what does that say? Oh, there's a sponge in it. Interesting. For the price of this, I would expect it to be like packaged a little bit better, and I feel like it's kind of cheaply packaged, but whatever. Another repurchase for me, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the color Light Neutral. I've already talked to you guys about this tons. I'm not even going to swatch it. I just needed a backup because I feel like I always have to have a backup. That's one of those products where it's like you run out and you're like, I need a backup. Almost done, guys. 2 skincare products and then we are done. So next up I have this like dual kit thing from First Aid Beauty. I don't know if this was a holiday exclusive or not, but if it's still available, I'll link it down below. This is their Ultra Repair Cream, and they came out with a new version of it that has like a vanilla citrusy scent to it, and I love it. I love anything with vanilla in it, and I already know that I love the Ultra Repair Cream. It's like a holy grail skincare product for me, you guys. I've talked to you about it. Okay, I'm just gonna rip this. I've talked to you about it endless times. It's amazing for my face and my hands, and this time it comes in like a little miniature tub, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I actually really like face products that come in a tub, and this was relatively, oh, there's a seal on it, relatively inexpensive. For the price of 2, it's only $20, and there's 2 ounces in each of these. So you compare that to like Philosophy Hope in a Jar or Peter Thomas Roth, and you're gonna pay like 5 times that for 2 jars of face cream. I love this stuff. Last thing in here is something I kind of bought on a whim, but I had really, really dry lips, and I was like on the hunt for a really good lip balm, and this is what came up, and somebody recommended it to me, so I bought it. The brand of this, what is the brand of this? I think it's Soul, I don't even know, I can't, Janeiro? maybe. I'll link it down below for you guys, but this is the Brazilian Kiss Capacho lip butter. This is huge, you guys. This is like a giant oversized chapstick, and the reviews were amazing on it. It's Dolce de Leite. It's like in a different language, so I'm gonna stop trying to pronounce it, but it smells so good. I just got it on my nose. It has like a creamy, like almost caramely scent to it. I haven't tried it on my lips yet, but it smells good. And then this little kit came with their Bum Bum cream, which sounds so funny. Excuse me again. So this is like an all-purpose cream, kind of like the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, but it's like just a different brand. So, and it has the same scent as the chapstick. It smells really good. It almost has like a caramely almond vanilla scent to it. It smells really good, and people said that this stuff is just like amazing. It's kind of on the thick side, but it's not as thick as a First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. It's really smooth though. I feel like I just want to slather this all over my body. Alright guys, well that is all that I got for this round of Sephora haulage. Let me know down below if you want to see a more detailed review video on any of these products, or if you want to see like a tutorial or anything like that. Let me know down below, and I think that's it. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!